It's a special day for Hoosier Energy as we formally dedicate our newest generating facility, our third landfill gas generating plant, and our largest, and I think probably, potentially our best.
Now, just because our name says Hoosier, that doesn't mean that our power supply stops at the Indiana border. In fact, we've developed or have agreements with 3 other generation facilities in Illinois. Now about 4% of our energy comes from renewables, and we're on track to double that in just a few years, thanks to projects like this one. Which brings us to why we're here today, to dedicate the third landfill gas facility in our renewables program. The 16 megawatt Orchard Hills facility you see here is powered by 6 620 GE Jenbacher engines. The engines are turned off today for today's event, but when they're cranked up, they're capable of producing 2.8 megawatts each. That's enough electricity to power 8,000 to 10,000 residential homes. As you can see, Orchard Hills is important to the power supply in the Midwest. It plays an important role for renewable energy and Hoosier Energy's future, along with continued reliance on coal and natural gas. We look forward to producing a lot of renewable energy here for many years to come.
Advanced Disposal owns and operates 39 landfills around the country, and approximately half of these currently have some form of gas to energy project. But today we gather to celebrate what could be our greatest project yet with our partnership with Hoosier Energy. We look to partner with great companies such as Hoosier Energy to turn landfill gas created from our waste into a valuable resource. So with that said, I again want to say how proud we are to be involved with this project, and let's start generating some electricity. Thank you.
We're pretty excited about the Orchard Hills generating station. We produce 16 megawatts of alternative energy at this site. We do it with these 6 GE Jenbacher 620 engines. Each engine itself produces approximately 2.8 megawatts of clean power. The landfill gas from your landfill, the advanced disposal landfill, actually comes in and burns in each of these engines. That combustion creates mechanical energy, which rotates our generators and produces that electric power that we generate at 4,160 volts. And then we send it onto the Commonwealth Edison grid. To our right, as we're walking out to the H2s system, you guys will see the stacks equipped with a vertical silencer and also the radiators. The silencers here act very similar to a muffler on your car, and the radiators, similar to an automotive vehicle again, they're just cooling the engine coolant, getting it back down to temperature, closed loop system so it can continue cooling that engine. The blue building you see in front of us is the first stage of our gas treatment. This is our H2s system. This system is important to us because it pulls H2s out of the gas stream. H2s is a big concern for us because, as everybody knows, it is poisonous. On top of being poisonous, it's very corrosive. So you can understand a corrosive gas being combusted in the engines could certainly be detrimental to the equipment. For that purpose, we pull that H2s out. We do that through 3 scrubber towers in conjunction with a chemical reagent slurry that is mixed into those scrubber towers with the gas.
In addition to removing the H2s, we have to further prepare the fuel here, so that also means we're going to be removing water. Our first stage of removing that water is this vessel here. The water comes in, we remove the heavier water, drops out, goes back to the landfill's leachate system. These blowers at that point are pulling them forward. It'll take them on to your first initial cooler. This is an ambient air cooler. You'll come back across, you have another set of blowers, will bring you back another ambient cooler. Then you come to the chiller section. The chiller section will bring this down to, and we've got to maintain a dew point for the engines of the Jenbacher engines at 40 degrees for the dew points. And then it comes forward, that's this other big chiller back on this side. Now the other thing that we have to take care of is siloxane. As you know, it's a product for the waste fuel. It comes back to this skid here. One side of this will be a heater, the other side will be a waste remover, and then that will take the fuel on into the plant. This is where it all comes together, guys. This is a control room. Everything comes into our Diane panel. Diane is for a diagnostic network. The operators sit at these control panels and they can operate everything on this site.
Okay, the room you just passed through, that is our electrical switchgear room, and that is where motor protection takes place. and also the 4 kV switchgear from the generators. The 4 kV switchgear controls that, and it comes out here to the step-up transformer. And the step-up transformer takes it from 4160 to 34,500 volts. That's a common transmission voltage, and that allows us to transmit the power the 6 miles to the substation. Safety and fire protection are extremely important to Hoosier Energy. So this fire protection system is an automatic fire protection system. It's a 150,000 gallon water tank. We keep it full, and we're also connected at all times to underground fire protection water. So basically, if the fire system would trip, we have 3 hours of protection. The system is automatic. It will only spray water if a sprinkler head opens, and it's got both smoke detection and heat detection. And that concludes the tour.